Hi and welcome back. Today our lesson is, as you can see, cleft sentence. I hope you are ready. So let's get started. So before we get started, let's have a look at this. As you can see, it is a shape. So what I'm going to do now is cleave it. When I cleave it, I'm going to divide it into two. When I do, you see this is what I have. So I say I have cleft it. You see it's not difficult. I cleave it, I divide it into two. Let's have another shape. I'm going to cleave it too. When I do, this is what it becomes. I say I have divided it into two. Now let's have a look at this sentence. You see it is, we saw you yesterday. This sentence, now look at this. It was you that we saw yesterday. What happens here is, or what has happened is, I have divided it into two. I'm talking about the we saw you yesterday. I have divided it into two clauses. I have divided it into two clauses. So it is, now it is, it was you that we saw yesterday. The two clauses are, it was you and that we saw yesterday. So this it was you that we saw yesterday is an example of cleft sentence. It is a cleft sentence. So the next thing I would like to talk about is the difference between we saw you yesterday. You see that is not a cleft sentence, and it was you that we saw yesterday. That is what we are going to talk about. So let's move on. Now in the same sentence we saw yesterday, look at it. It was you that we saw yesterday. It was you that we saw yesterday. It was you that we saw yesterday. What it means is that the emphasis is on you. What that tells you is that I'm telling you it was not someone. It was not someone. So I'm emphasizing it was you. You, not someone. So a cleft sentence, you use it. One of the uses is that to use it to emphasize a part of a sentence. Like here you see it is you that has been emphasized. You emphasize you, which means not someone. But in the sentence we saw yesterday, there's nothing there that we have emphasized. I'm talking about the we or so or you or yesterday. But in the sentence it was you that we saw yesterday. You is the word that has been emphasized. And it means, or you understand that it was you, not someone, not him, not her, something like that. That is the difference you understand from a sentence that is like that. So look at here. It was yesterday that we saw you. It was yesterday that we saw you. You understand that the emphasis is on yesterday, which means not the day before yesterday or something like that. It was yesterday, yesterday, yesterday. So that is what you understand. And here is in the question form. Was it you that we saw yesterday? Was it you that we saw yesterday? And you see, was it yesterday that we saw you? Was it yesterday that we saw you? So you see, when you use the cleft sentence, what you are trying to do is what you do is you put an emphasis on a part of the sentence. It was you, not him. It was you, not someone. It was yesterday, not the day before yesterday, something like that. Was it you? Was it yesterday? Let's have more examples. I take tea every day. You see, this is not a Cleft sentence. But look at here. It's tea that I take every day. It's tea that I take every day. What do you understand here? What you understand here is that the emphasis is on tea. So you understand that I'm not saying it's coffee. I'm not saying it's coffee or something like that. The emphasis is on tea. I'm like telling you, you should know that it's tea, not coffee. It's tea, not something. It's tea that I take every day. And here, it's every day that I take tea. It's every day that I take tea. So the emphasis is on every day. So you understand that, not weekly or something like that. It's every day. It's every day that I take that I take tea. So you see here is in the question form. Is it tea? Is it tea that you take every day? Is it tea that you take every day? And here, is it every day that you take tea? Is it every day that you take tea? So you see, it is not difficult to understand. It is not difficult to understand Cleft sentences. What you remember or you understand is that there's a word. There's a part of the sentence that is emphasized. So what that means, that the person is trying to tell you, this is what I mean, not the other thing. I mean this, not that. Or I mean that, not this. Let's move on. So here it is the same. We saw you yesterday, but we are using the negative form. So we have, it wasn't you that we saw yesterday. It wasn't you that we saw yesterday. It wasn't yesterday that we saw you. It wasn't yesterday that we saw you. Was it not you that we saw yesterday? Was it not you that we saw yesterday? Was it not yesterday that we saw you? Was it not yesterday that we saw you? And here that we have, I take tea every day. We have, it's not tea that I take every day. It's not tea that I take every day. It's not every day that I take tea. It's not every day that I take tea. Is it not tea that you take every day? Is it not tea that you take every day? Is it not every day that you take tea? Is it not every day that you take tea? So you see here they are in the negative form. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It wasn't yesterday. Was it not you? Was it not yesterday? It's not tea. It's not every day. Is it not tea? Sorry, it's not tea. It's not every day. Is it not tea? And is it not every day? Good. Let's move on. So here we've got I sit here. This is not a Cleft sentence. But you see this? It is here that I sit. It is here that I sit. You see that the emphasis is on here, which means it's not there. You understand the person is talking about here. The emphasis is on here, not there or something like that. It is here that I sit. It's me who sits here. It's me who sits here. You understand that the person is saying not someone. It's me, not you. It's me, not him. It's me, not another person. So the emphasis is on me. This is the question form. Is it here that you sit? Is it here that you sit? Is it here that you sit? And here, I heard you. I heard you. So now a cleft sentence. It was you that I heard. It was you that I heard. Now you see the emphasis is on you. It means not him, not someone. It was you, not him. It was you, not them. It was you. Something like that. It was I who heard you. It was I who heard you. It was I who heard you. So you understand the person is trying to say, it was I, not another person, not someone, something like that. It was I, not him. It was I, not someone. Now A, it says, Maria sweeps the house. Maria sweeps the house. So what does B say? The response is no, it's Vanessa who sweeps the house. It's Vanessa who sweeps the house. You understand that the emphasis is on Vanessa. It means it is not Maria. It is not Maria. So it is not difficult. You use the cleft sentence to put an emphasis on a part of the sentence. It means you are telling the person, or you are telling the person that this is what I mean. This is the thing, not the other thing, something like that. So you emphasize a part of the sentence. Good. So you see examples like these. It was you that I heard. It was I who heard you. It was yesterday that we saw you. We say that they are each cleft sentence. Do not forget that. Each cleft sentence. Each cleft sentence. That is it. So the cleft sentence is not just one type. You should be able to remember that this is an example of the each cleft sentence. Good. Let's move on. Here our first example is I like fish. You see this is not a cleft sentence. But look at here. Look at this. What I like is fish. What I like is fish. You see, this is not it, but this is an example of a cleft sentence. But you see, it is not, it is, for example, it's not, it is fish that I like. What we have is, what I like is fish. What I like is fish. So the emphasis is on fish. You understand that the person is talking, the emphasis is on fish, fish, fish. You need a house. So here we have what you need is a house. What you need is a house. The emphasis is on a house. And you remember what that means. The person is talking about a house. The emphasis is on a house, not, for example, like a bank, a car, maybe a bicycle, something like that. She hates a dog. She hates a dog. So you say, what she hates is a dog. What she hates is a dog. So the emphasis is on a dog. A dog. So you see, you are talking about a dog, not a cat, not a bird. He dislikes coffee. He dislikes coffee. We have what he dislikes is coffee. What he dislikes is coffee. What he dislikes is coffee. So the emphasis is on coffee. So you understand that the person is talking about, or the emphasis is on coffee, not tea or something like that. So you see, this is different from it was you. I mean, talking about it was you too is an example of a cleft sentence. I mean, it was you that I saw, it was you that I heard. But here is what, not it. You should remember that here is what, not Here is what, not it. So this is an example of a WH cleft sentence. The other one, I said it's cleft sentence. Let's move on. Before having the next examples, you remember that fish, house, dog, coffee are nouns. They are nouns. So do not forget that. Now have a look at this. So what I like is fish. Look at the arrangement. I'm going to change the arrangement of the words. This is what I mean. Fish is what I like. So we've got what I like is fish, and fish is what I like. Fish is what I like. So you do not get confused do not get confused when you hear someone use, or you hear the example starting with what or the other type, like here. What I like is fish, or fish is what I like. What you need is a house. What you need is a house. A house is what you need. A house is what you need. What she hates is a dog. What she hates is a dog. Or a dog is what she hates. A dog is what she hates. What he dislikes is coffee. What he dislikes is coffee. Or coffee is what he dislikes. Coffee is what he dislikes. It's not difficult, right? Let's move on. So here our first example is you disturb me. You see, this is not a cleft sentence. So now we are going to have a cleft sentence. What you do is disturb me. What you do is disturb me. So the emphasis is on the word disturb. You helped me. You helped me. What you did was help me. What you did was help me. So the emphasis was on helped, or was emphasized was the word helped. She laughs at me. She laughs at me. What she does is laugh at me. What she does is laugh at me. So you see the emphasis was on the word laughs. She ate my food. Now I'm going to emphasize I'm going to put the emphasis on the word ate. What she did was eat my food. What she did was eat my food. So you see, if you say what you do is to disturb me. What you did was to help me. What she does is to laugh at me. What she did was to eat my food. That too is correct. So you remember the emphasis? Now you see that talking about disturb, helped, laughs, ate, these are verbs. They are verbs, but you remember the previous examples. Those were nouns, and these are verbs. So you see the emphasis, you saw the emphasis on nouns, and now you see it on verbs. Let's move on. Here we have she left the house. She left the house. And we've got what happened was she left the house. What happened was she left the house. He eats my food. What happens is he eats my food. What happens is he eats my food. Here, the emphasis is on the whole sentence. What I mean is the emphasis, you see, it is on she left the house and he eats my food. So it's not difficult. we've heard it on nouns, on verbs, and now on the whole sentences. Good, let's move on. So we have used what, like what I like is fish, what he does is that. Now look at here. How we entered the house is still surprising to us. This tells you that talking about the WH Cleft sentence, it is not only what that is used. So how we entered the house is still surprising to us. You see here is how. Look at this. Why she left is unknown to me. Why she left is unknown to me. You see, this is why. Who you ask is John. Who you ask is John. You see here is who. And here, where they found the keys is confusing. Where they found the keys is confusing. So you see there, here it is not what that we have used. What we have used is how, why, who, and where. And you see the emphasis, surprising, unknown, John, and confusing. Good. And here what we are going to use is all. I mean, for example, we want peace. You see, this is not a cleft sentence, but look at here. All we want is peace. All we want is peace. All we want is peace. So you see, the only thing we want is peace. Peace is all we want. Peace is all we want. We had a house. We had a house. So I have, all we had was a house. All we had was a house. A house was all we had. A house was all we had. She disturbs me. She disturbs me. All she does is disturb me. All she does is disturb me. You make noise in the class. So we have, all you do is make noise in the class. All you do is make noise in the class. So you see it's not difficult, right? So the emphasis, the last example, she left the place. What she did was leave the place, or what she did was to leave the place. All we want is peace. Peace is all we want. All we had was a house. A house was all we had. All she does is disturb me. All you do is make noise in the class. All she did was leave the place. Not difficult, right? Let's move on. Now here, it is other structures that we are going to use. For example, the books are in the room. So I say or have, the place where the books are is in the room. The place where the books are is in the room. So you see the structure is different. This is not like the cleft sentence, like the WH. So the place where the books are is in the room. In the room is the place where the books are. In the room is the place where the books are. Mary loves him. The person who loves him is Mary. The person who loves him is Mary. Mary is the person who loves him. Mary is the person who loves him. I'm here to see your sister. The reason why I'm here is to see your sister. The reason why I'm here is to see your sister. Lying irritates me. The thing that irritates me is lying. The thing that irritates me is lying. It's not difficult, right? So that's it for the Cleft sentence. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understood it. And I say until next time.